During an interview with Mike Tyson, he was asked a peculiar question about when he really wanted to become a professional boxer, and Mike's answer was quite shocking, as he revealed that he dreamed of becoming a very great boxer from the age of 14. The reason why Mike Tyson probably became one of the greatest boxers of all time is quite simply because he understood that to become better, you have to be inspired by the best. In other words, Mike Tyson, from an early age, watched all the best boxers of his generation with the aim of copying them, making sure he looked like them so that he too could one day become the best. And it's a reality that few of us put into practice. We want to excel in many areas of our lives, but many times we don't take the time to observe what the best have done in our field to succeed. We don't take the time to copy the best so that we too can achieve success. Before you start, don't forget to subscribe and stay until the end of the video to take your life to the next level. Let's get started. One of the phrases that struck me most in this interview with Mike Tyson was the following: you have to do everything you can to be like the best until the day you take their place. In fact, this sentence by Mike Tyson is very profound, simply because he understood one of the greatest keys to success, which is to replace the best in order to be better one day. Because the top spot can only be occupied by one person. It's up to us to decide whether we want to cheer on the best or whether we want to be cheered on ourselves. There is nothing wrong with replacing someone, since we ourselves will be replaced one day. But my question to you is, do you dream of having a mediocre life simply because one day you will be replaced? I don't think so. And to become better, you need to give yourself the means to achieve your goal. And one way of giving yourself the means to achieve success is to copy successful people. It's to do exactly what successful people do to get there. There is nothing wrong with copying a successful person. On the contrary, it's one of the ways of ensuring a better future for yourself. It's by copying someone who has succeeded that will succeed ourselves. In other words, it's by copying someone strong, acting like someone strong, training like someone strong, that we ourselves will become much stronger. But one important thing to remember is that just because we are going to copy those who have succeeded doesn't mean it's going to be easy for us. It will also be difficult. But that's the best way to become like the best, because adversity makes the stronger even stronger and the weak much weaker. It's up to you to give yourself the means to be one of the strong, to be one of the best, and to work with the successful. As I said above, this won't make things easy for you, but it will enable you to achieve a great deal of success in your life. Let's be clear about one thing. It's impossible to get through this life without having adversity in our path. Keeping in mind what Mike Tyson says in his interview, he explains that when he was very young, life was very difficult for him and his family. At one point, he had to start stealing money to feed himself, and he never expects that one day his life would change. But one of the reasons his life has really changed is that he has decided to make a success of his life one day. In other words, we all have the choice of succeeding in life or suffering our fate. No one will stand up to write our story. No one will stand up to achieve our goals for us. No one will rise up to realize our destiny but ourselves and ourselves alone. Mike Tyson also explained how inspired he was by the film The Greatest, starring Muhammad Ali. He explained that when he was very young, he had the chance to meet Muhammad Ali at 11 years old. And so, from the moment Mike Tyson saw Muhammad Ali, his dream was to look like him, not as a fan, but to one day replace him and become the greatest boxer of all time. That is when he decided to give it his all and train relentlessly every day to look like Muhammad Ali. And that's how he became the best boxer of his generation. The other line from Mike Tyson that shocked me most is this one. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. The two go hand in hand, they are inseparable. This sentence is so true that it's impossible to imagine the opposite. In other words, without self-confidence, you can't be successful. And without success, you won't have enough self-confidence. But the thing to remember is that the starting point is to believe in yourself. You have to be able to believe in yourself and in what life has decided to place in you, which is your potential. You're capable of doing great things, but until you believe in yourself, it will be almost impossible for you to realize your destiny. So, you also need to make sure that you're successful so that your self-confidence increases and doesn't decrease. Because if your self-confidence decreases, it will prevent you from reaching the top in the long term. Like Mike Tyson, we have the choice of choosing the person we want to become, and we can draw inspiration from people who have succeeded in their lives, whether it's socially, family-wise, financially, and from different points of view. There is nothing wrong with copying someone who has managed to succeed in life and achieve their goals. We shouldn't be ashamed to draw inspiration from others who have succeeded on the path we want to take. Just as Mike Tyson was inspired by Muhammad Ali from an early age, watching and practicing everything Ali did, so we too can copy people who have succeeded in their lives so that we can succeed in ours. But as we've said, without discipline, it won't be possible because it will be difficult. Copying someone who has succeeded doesn't necessarily mean it will be easy for you. You'll face obstacles and adversity, but you have the choice to succeed or fail. Your reaction will determine your position. In other words, your attitude will determine your altitude. Because, as we've said, confidence breeds success and success breeds confidence. The better your attitude, the more likely you are to succeed in whatever you do. You have the choice of writing your story or suffering through it. So make the right decisions because you are a war machine and nobody can stop you but yourself. I hope this video has been inspiring and that, like Mike Tyson, you'll not only learn from the best, but also develop your discipline so that you become better in the long run and stay that way for as long as possible. See you in a future video. Peace.